Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to another uh, international, maybe tens of people are watching this. Pastor Doug Given here with you for another midweek moment, a few minutes to encourage us along in the faith for St. Andrew's Lutheran Church in Speedway and Faith Lutheran in Avon. I say good day and greetings and ask you the question, how do you feel? How do you feel today? Huh? How you feeling? Most of us, when we're asked that question, will quickly say, fine, how are you? We throw it back like a beach ball back to the other person because we don't want to go there, generally speaking. And that's true of myself and all of us. That's how that goes. But feelings run deep and they're important in our lives. And I wanted to share with you a way to look at a feeling, and when someone asks, you can say, that I uh, primarily feelings tend to kind of group themselves into mad, sad, glad. Mad, sad, glad. This is the training I got when I was in my hospital training, my internship um, in clinical pastoral education. They taught that feelings are generally mad, angry, sad, lament, whatever you want to put under that, or glad, generally speaking. And part of that, I think, is because Jesus gives us specific permission to have all those feelings. So they say mad, sad, glad really sum up your feelings. Now, this coming Sunday, in our gospel lesson, we will be in the Gospel of John, chapter 2, about a feeling. Jesus gets mad. Coming up this Sunday in John chapter 2, verse 13. The Passover of the Jews was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found those who were selling oxen, sheep, and pigeons, and the money changers were all sitting there. And Jesus, making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple with the sheep and the oxen. He poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. And he told them in the process, take these things away. Do not make my Father's house a house of trade. Jesus cleansing the temple is our gospel lesson in John 2 coming up this Sunday. And I lift this up because feelings, Morris Albert sang that song in 1975, Feelings, Morris Albert, and kind of bummed us out because it was a sad song. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. He's really sad. Feelings really aren't sad. We aren't our feelings. Our feelings are not us, but we need to be able to own them for mind, body, and spirit wellness. Mind, body, and spirit wellness. When we stuff our feelings down and we don't talk about them with somebody we love, journal, write them down, hit a punching bag safely, take a brisk walk, go to the gym, lift some weights, do some chores, some sort of way of getting these feelings up and out. Then we stuff them down, and that's when we get sick and illness comes, I believe. Check with your doctor to be sure. So generally speaking, Jesus gives us the permission. So coming up this Sunday, Jesus is going to show us what it feels like to be mad. They're essentially, in Jerusalem, they're having a garage sale inside the sanctuary. A garage sale inside the sanctuary, and he gets upset, and he gives permission to be mad. Mad, look at this, what I developed for you, huh? John 2, 13 to 16, mad. Jesus gives us permission to be sad, right? He also does sad in Luke 11:32, is that right? 11:35, pardon me, Luke. Jesus gives us permission to be sad. It's the shortest verse in the New Testament. It says Jesus wept at the death of Lazarus. Jesus wept. He gave us permission to feel sad, to have a good cry. When I was doing counseling post-divorce, my counselor told me to go home and rent a sad movie in order to just get the tears out, again, because it's healthy. So Jesus models for us the mad in throwing out the money changers and taking the garage sale out of the church, in feeling sad because his buddy Lazarus died. And even though he knew what he knew and what he was going to do, he still was also part human and part God, Jesus, part human and part God. And in his humanness, he felt sad. He also gave us the opportunity to feel glad. Here's your glad. John, I can't read my numbers, 15:11, sorry. John 15:11 is where Jesus models gladness for us. He says, I came to give you my joy, and may my joy be in you. In John 15:11, I came to give you joy. Underneath our feelings, we're mad, we're sad, we're glad, but laying down underneath, I believe, is the joy of knowing that Jesus has saved us, died for us, gave us new life, new hope, which was my theme on Sunday. And from that new life, we can go forward doing that which God has called us to do. So just was thinking about this with this gospel lesson coming up on Sunday, where Jesus gets angry. I want to give you permission to have your feelings. You can talk with me anytime. I would love to do that with you and own those feelings and recognize your feelings and honor your feelings. You can also do that, I hope, with somebody else in your life. And it's important to talk them out, write it down in a journal, exercise it out, do something. To a counselor may be necessary, a therapist. Nothing wrong with going in for like a tune-up, but the bottom line is process your feelings somehow, safely and correctly, right? Because we see anger misused all the time in the high crime and the shootings and all the things that are going on around our world. So be well, my friends. Join me tonight at St. Andrew's for our midweek Lenten soup, supper, and service. Starts at 6 o'clock at St. Andrew's this week. Come on out and have some soup and enjoy a service at 7. I pray your Lenten journey is going well and that you feel mad, sad, or glad and know that it's okay. It's okay. Feelings are all right. They aren't good or bad in their own right. Feelings are what they are. You aren't your feelings aren't you. You have value in the world. The Lord loves you, gave his life for you, and that gives you that joy that undergirds these daily feelings. Amen and amen. God be with you till we meet again. Thanks for listening to Pastor Doug Given. St. Andrew's Lutheran Church worships on Sundays at 9 a.m. in Speedway across from the McDonald's. The McDonald's does not say that they're across from St. Andrew's Lutheran Church in their advertising. And then Faith Lutheran is out in Avon on 10th Street, west of Avon Avenue and 267, same thing, about 2 miles out, little building on 30 some acres, but we got a big heart out there and invite you to join us at 11 on Sunday. God be with you and help you with your feelings until we meet again. Amen.